Hello, you guys. Today's video, I had a really cool thought block come in this morning, and it's to do with words and the potency of the words and just human language in general, specifically the English language to me, because that's the language I speak. Nonetheless, though, behind every word, it's just an energy behind it. And when you can grasp the potency of the words you speak, the words you think in your head, the words that make you who you are, because in the grand scheme of life, what truly solidifies us as human beings, other than our energetic blueprint of our soul being here on planet Earth, it's wording, it's language. And there's different forms of language. But the thoughts that came to me this morning is to do with consciousness and the subject of consciousness. It's everything. If we did not have consciousness, we would not be aware human beings. We wouldn't be alive here on planet Earth. So being a human being, you are a direct reflection of what consciousness is, and consciousness is really the seer of reality, of dimensions. And that's the cool thing about consciousness, is it's not one-dimensional. There's multiple levels of consciousness itself, and it's not found outside. You know, an example I want to use, especially because right now I'm surrounded by mushrooms on this log, so it's making me think of psychedelics. When you ingest a psychedelic, whether that be a mushroom, plant medicine of any sort, the outside world is not changing. That is the same. You are accessing a new level of a very real, tangible reality that is inside of yourself. So whatever you're perceiving in when you digest these plants, you are perceiving another level of your multidimensional realities that all coexist with you in this now moment. And the cool thing also is you can never separate yourself from this now moment. Even when you think about the past, even when you think about the future, you're doing that within the now. Now, when you, let's say, ingest plant medicine, that dimension that you're accessing is also within your now. So awareness and consciousness come hand in hand with one another. And back to my point within consciousness, I just went off on a little tangent, is consciousness. Are you conscious of the consequences of the sequences upon your life that you chose to experience in the realm of your physical reality? Now, before coming down to Earth, we signed up to experience themes in this life. So let's say you have a hard time in relationships, and that's an occurring theme. It's for a reason. You signed up to level yourself, you signed up to meet yourself through the theme of relationships, let's say, for you to master that. And when you master that, you've expanded the universe in a larger way, as well as yourself. Or let's say it's financial. You always have a hard time with financial material gains. Well, you signed up for that theme. You entered the doorway to experience this world in the grander sense of the theme of finances and up-leveling yourself out of lack into abundance. And these are just two themes. And we can experience different themes in the theme itself as a hallway with a bunch of doors. You can choose what door you go into. You can shut the door whenever you want, but those are along that path. That's along the hallway that you chose to go down. And it's an ever expanding hallway as well. Once you think you've reached the end, oh, there's another hallway. So the point I'm trying to make is, within the word consciousness, consciousness is everything. Because if let's say right now I'm in the forest. I'm allowing the trees to be conscious through my conscious awareness of them. They are conscious in the essence of energy. But when it comes to physical reality, my awareness to the trees, my awareness to the plants around me, that's giving them a grander sense of what their conscious reality is through me, because everything is being mirrored, even when you don't realize it. What consequences is your conscious awareness sequencing in your life what you need to experience through themes, through people, through mental patterning? What is the sequence you can be aware of? And when you can hone in on the sequences of your life, the seasons of your life, we begin to have a sense of a puzzle. And we get to fit these puzzles together, and we get kind of a roadmap to what's the theme of the puzzle even. Now, when we can be aware of the grander scheme of the puzzle, we get to know ourselves deeper. Another thing I want to mention within the word consciousness, which is also, I believe, infinite. I believe consciousness is a part of the infinite realities we coexist with inside of ourselves. I think the fundamental principle of expansion is interaction with your internal states. Being a participant with the physical reality as well, to then identify your identity through the physical mirror, through the internal mirror. But where we get it twisted and where we get it wrong is we take on everything as us. We take on other people's stances. We take on other people's opinions. And that can actually be to a benefit to some degree, but you have to be very aware when you do that. And I'm even talking about taking on other people's opinions, like you taking on mine. Why are you doing that? A lot of people will follow, self-help books, which is great. I'm not saying that's bad. I really wish, though, that a lot more people can grasp their own wisdom that's coming from within, because that's the wisdom that this planet needs. It needs your unique wisdom from your life experience. So I want to go back to the word infinite. Infinity, ever expanding, no confides around it. But in the word infinite, there's finite. And finite is limited. Finite has borders. Finite only goes so far. And the word in is what separates infinite from finite in a way. I know that's not really how it comes across in the English language, but wording, infinite, infinite. You are in an infinite reality, or you are inside a finite reality. What limitations makes your human experience finite? How far can you go in this experience inside of yourself? Forget the outside world. How far can you travel through infinity inside? Because when you are inside of yourself, when you know thyself, you are given access to the entirety of this universe through little glimpses. You won't get that whole experience all at once until you're dead. I'm sure you're going to be grasping a lot when you go through the death portal. Side note, though. Infinite, infinity, infinite, finite. It's a paradox within the word. Infinite. Are you in a finite universe? Are you in an infinite universe? Is it up to you? Is there a higher aspect of yourself that is in an infinite universe while you are here in a more so finite planet? And by you having a higher sense, a higher version of yourself in still the spirit realm, while you're in the physical, limited, in a way, limited realm, because there is some limitations here on planet Earth, does that make infinity? By knowing the finite inside of infinity. I don't know, you guys. I also think it's cool. The 3 words that came to me today that I was uncovering is know, now, and know. Know, now, and know. Know. To know something. To know thyself. Can you know yourself? Now you can only know thyself within the now moment, because you can never separate yourself from the knowingness that is within the now. Know, N-O, no expectations. No expectations are in the now. Except if you put expectations on the infinite now reality we live in. Is that where your limitations are coming from? This is just a really real talk with y'all that's a little expansive, I know, but this is the type of thought blocks that have been coming through to me these days. I've been disconnected from social media for almost 4 months now. I don't personally right now, I'm sure I'm not dissing on books at all because they're great, but I haven't been reading books, well, unless my textbooks from school right now, which I'm not honestly loving. And I'm very, very particular of what I'm ingesting inside of my brain right now. I'm also very, very particular of what I'm ingesting food-wise right now. Because the more you become an open channel to source, to spirit, to the energy field around yourself, when you connect into that, now you can never disconnect, but when you can be aware of it, you get highly sensitive, highly, highly sensitive. I haven't watched a movie in like 4 months. I haven't watched TV in 4 months. The phase of my life that I'm in right now is truly doing this inner discovery work that I'm here to, it's a theme in my life that I'm here to explore. And I suggest if you guys really want to get back in touch with your center, back in touch with your own knowledge, your own source of knowledge, disconnect for a little bit, disconnect from the news, disconnect from social media apps, disconnect from TV and movies. These are programming you in a way that you're not even aware of. So I suggest, if you really want to grasp your own knowledge, everything I say, you guys, is coming from a very direct source of my higher self, my higher knowing. I've created this channel that I attend to every single day. That's allowed me to grasp myself in new ways by allowing myself to know thyself in a more expansive way. So this wanted to come through today. I hope you grasped something in this video that could correlate into your own journey here on Earth. But I love you guys. I bless you guys. And thank you for being a part of this experience of life with me. Bye.